formations, and they'll be up against the Bengals, who will be testing that coverage. So let's get out to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. From the shores of Lake Erie, EA Sports has coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Shipped together here from the D-line. On first down, Griffin. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And there's a flag on the field. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Yeah, he's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Now the third-year man from Alabama State, Isaiah Crowell. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, and for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Griffin now to throw on third down. And this is brought in by Pryor. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And they're on third and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handing it to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
15 yards through the air and a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
A first down carry now for Crowell. Penalty marker is down here. The gun, Griffin. Now look out, Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Throwing, Dalton, Giovanni Bernard, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. First drive for this offense today, and our first chance to get a look at Tyler Eifert.
And he's part of the new wave of tight ends in the NFL. They use them in every position, sometimes even by themselves as a wide receiver.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Now a former Tar Heel, Giovanni Bernard. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. And now the starting defense for the Browns.
Joe Hayden is a complete cornerback. He tackles, he covers, and does everything with incredible speed.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. And on third down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's brought down after a good gain. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
They'll run here with Bernard. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
Dalton on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. The defensive starters now for Cincinnati.
When you play against Carlos Dunlop, you have to think protecting your passer. He knows how to get upfield and rush the quarterback.
Second and 10. Once again, Griffin. He's got the rookie first-rounder, Corey Coleman. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Griffin. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Griffin. And that will be incomplete as well.
Sometimes it looks pretty simple, batting the ball away, but oftentimes there's some pretty good teaching and practice that goes into it. Being able to get to the receiver, not interfere, and get his hands through the football and knock it away.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with the football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Dalton throwing on second down. And he finds Tyler Croft. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. 1st and 10 for Dalton. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing out second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Passing, it's Dalton. Sammy Coates has it complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they're going to face a 3rd down. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders, is exactly what happened on that play. Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. He's got his man, Boyd. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Dalton gives to Bernard. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
After the interception, here's Griffith. Gets it to Gordon. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the play. The pitch to Crowell. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Griffin. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The Bengals with 2 extra DBs, a nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Caught, left side, it's Barnage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's a nice catch there by Gary Barnage, and there's no getting around it. The emergence of him has been nothing short of stunning, hasn't it?
Yeah, first 6 years, total 44 catches. Then at age 30 last year, he goes for 79.
Who says you don't get better with age?
This is taken around the 12. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
Call it a 48-yard punt. Give him 9, though, on the return. And the Bengals take possession. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Over the middle, here to Coates. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. 26 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good enough for a Cincinnati first.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offense avoids disaster, keeps possession. Now it's 2nd down. 2nd down, Dalton. That is caught. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, got stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Final play of the half. It's Griffin. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he's brought down after a good game. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Again, here's Bernard. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
that was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Here's Bernard. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They lost 4 there, and it's third down.
The defense won that play so fast, and I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? He's got time in the pocket. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up 4th down. Kyle Brinza now on for the field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt.
One hallmark of good defenses, understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now it's Griffin. Coleman has it here right side. Give him 11 on the gain there, and it's good enough for a Cleveland first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing now, Griffin on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call or get that yardage downfield? Anything.
And got his man complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. On first down, Griffin. This will be caught inside the 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Isaiah Crowell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns get a score closer. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Coons on now to kick this one away following the score. This will be taken about the 12. Oh, nice move. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up second down. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. They'll run it now out of the gun. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Blue 10, dagger, dagger.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. He's got time. Now he's forced out left. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And the back goes into motion. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And that is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect that.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
He's going to field this at the 4. A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he's brought down. They'll get 16 yards there. And the Browns are going to have a first down. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
And this is Gabriel on the catch. It's a pickup of 19. And it'll give the Browns a first down. Fresh set of downs here. They'll throw on first down with Griffin. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. Coons on now to kick this one away following the score. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll begin here with Bernard, and he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
8 yards to go here on 2nd down. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton points the target, and he has it over the middle. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll run again with Bernard. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Let's just go ahead and go back through that play with his eyes, because he's got to read his keys. Run or pass right off the top. You're probably going to read an offensive lineman to see if he sets up in pass protection, if he fires out for a running play. The next thing is you're going to check and see what the back's going to do, and if he ends up with the football, okay, now you got to check and see. Does an offensive lineman come downfield and try and block you? Are you going to try to elude him? Are you going to take him on and hold your spot? What are you going?
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. A big play there for the Bengals. 54 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now Bernard looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He's back to throw. And the grab by Croft. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, second down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Offense in a little bit of a bind here. 9 yards to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
It didn't check off every box.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So here now is Kyle Brenza. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he comes through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Without a doubt. The way this one's gone, they didn't want to take any chances in overtime if they could help it. And that was one heck of a pressure-filled kick.
Well, Charles, there's an old saying, don't let a loss beat you twice.
You're exactly right about that, Brandon. When you look at it and all of your preparation went into, you have to absorb a loss and find a way to shake it.